Coming to you live from New York City, it's Jim Caruso's Pajama Cast Party. And now, here's your host, Jim Caruso.
Thank you, Billy. Hi, how are you? It's me, your old pal, Jim Caruso, right here. So happy that you're here. So happy that I'm here. Christmas. It happened. It actually happened, people. I can't believe we got this far in this crazy time. I hope you had a wonderful, wonderful Christmas and are having a great holiday. We still have New Year's Eve to go. And then maybe things will start to return to normal, maybe a little-ish, possibly. Either way, we're here. We're here to entertain you. We have such a good show tonight. I can't tell you how excited I am. Marty Thomas and Marissa Rosen, Clifton Davis, that's right, Christopher Bill, Theo Kandel, and our very own Ruby Locknar. That's right. I think that's going to be a really good show. What did you do for Christmas? Okay, here's what I did. I met some friends in the park, in Central Park, and we walked around for, hours. And we ended up at one point in the Central Park Zoo. I've never even been to the Central Park Zoo. We saw a seal. That was exciting. And then we went under like this bridgey thing, and we found a string duo playing classical music. It was so gorgeous. It was a very New York moment. And I was very, very happy to be here in this town with people I know and like and have fun with. And it was delightful. Then I came home and ate an entire honey baked ham. That's right. It was very, very goyim of me. I like a ham. I can't help it. So I heard from a lot of you. You know, I love getting pictures. When you send me pictures of you either watching the show or with your swag, your Pajama Cast Party swag, that always makes me happy. Lisa Lambert, our Tony-winning friend who wrote Drowsy Chaperone, sent some pictures of herself with her mother wearing Cast Party masks on Lake Ontario. That is fantastic. They're Canadian. And here's Lisa at the famed hockey museum. What in the hell? It's a statue with a hockey stick. Hockey stick, hockey bat, hockey thing. My friend Evan Pappas was kind enough to watch A Swinging Birdland Christmas, the concert I did with Clea Blackhurst and Billy Stritch. That's him in front of his big screen. Hilarious. And our good friend Todd Petzel took a picture of himself with the Cast Party mug, which I have right here in my hand, and the Squigs caricature that he bought and had framed. And it's in his house. I love that. Todd, you are so kind. I can't tell you. And then, of course, our beautiful friend, Therese Curatolo. She got the Cast Party pajamas and then took this amazing photo. What the heck? So beautiful. So cute. And guess what else? She's going to be singing with us next week. She is an amazing singer. I'm so excited for her to join us. That's going to be really, really fun. We have things to discuss. I see my screen flashing. Ruby, is that okay? The best of Radio Free Birdland. Now, you know, we've been doing this concert series called Radio Free Birdland with a lot of our favorite performers that work at the club. We've filmed them, 3 cameras, socially distanced musicians, no audience. They've been beautiful. They've done so well. So for New Year's, we put a bunch of calls out and asked if it would be okay with those performers if we did a best of concert for New Year's Eve. And that's going to happen with Christina Bianco, Sierra Bogus, Reeve Carney. It's a long list. Nikki Renee Daniels, Aisha DeHaas, Darius DeHaas, Amanda Green, Telly Leung, Eva Noblezada, Laura Osnes, Kate Rockwell, Christopher Sieber, Billy Stritch, Paolo Schott, Jessica Vosk, and Max von Essen. It's going to be a gorgeous, gorgeous concert. So we hope you'll go to events.broadwayworld.com and check it out. Oh, Ruby.
Oh, Jim.
How are you?
I'm good. Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy holidays.
It's happening.
It's happening.
It's happening. We're in the middle of it, and it's almost over.
It is almost over. And I would just like to say really quickly, I've been watching the comments come in, and I want to say thank you to everybody who has been extending their thoughts to Nashville. My family is safe. I saw a few comments. My family is safe. But the whole, the entire Nashville community is grieving for what happened, but we will be okay, and we will rally as always. So thank you so much for your sweet comments.
Nashville is just, oh my gosh, what a gorgeous, wonderful city. We love it there. And you really love it there.
Yeah, I do.
Ruby and I put together a best of Pajama Cast Party, also for New Year's Eve on the Broadway World Network. It's going to be so fun. Now, this was hard, I have to tell you. It was hard to do a best of Pajama Cast Party because everybody's the best. Everybody's really good at what they do. So we just honed it down to some performers that had really good sound and really good lights, and somehow we created a show. And Ruby and I are hosting it together. Kate Baldwin, Colleen Ballinger, Sierra Bogus, Josh Bauer, Charles Brown, Liz Calloway, Gunhild Carling, Ariana DeBose, she's in every magazine right now. Diana DeGarmo, Michael Feinstein, Telly Leung, Naika Sings, Pam Tillis, Laura Osnes, Debbie Wildman, Tony Yazbek, and Ace Young. It's going to be so good. Again, go to events.broadwayworld.com. Now, Ruby, every week, our good friend, Justin Squiggs Robertson, is kind enough to sit in his home in front of the screen and do a quick sketch of every single person that performs. I don't know how he does it. But he's already started tonight. So can we look over his shoulder and see how it's looking?
Yes, I was told this is a very special one in honor of the new year coming up. I don't know what that means, but let's check in.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, I'm in that. What's that?
Is that fire?
It's fire. We are burning.
Oh, 2020 is on fire.
We are burning 2020 up. I am okay. Look at you. You have those glasses that say 2021.
My mom makes us buy those every year for our New Year's card.
I buy them too. I love them.
I know. I feel like, it is going to look a little different in New York this year, but I've already seen the street vendors selling the plastic year glasses. I was like, all right, well, if there's one thing that's constant, it's the New Year's glasses. So thank God we still have those.
Thank goodness. Well, I think we should get started. Are you ready?
Yes, I am ready. Oh, wait, but can we show Squig's website really quickly before I go? Oh,
God, of course.
We should always show.
Yeah.
It's not too late for a New Year's present. Was there somebody on your list who you maybe said, oops, I forgot to give them a holiday present? Were you involved in a Secret Santa and you forgot that you had somebody? Was there a friend who gave you a gift and you were not expecting that? I would say if you are one of those people, squigsonline.com is there for you. That's all I got.
You send him a picture. He'll do a custom thing. He also has mugs and all kinds of great stuff. He is wildly talented. And we'll show you the finished product at the end of the show. He's going to sketch everybody in the show, and it's just that they're always fantastic. Oh, by the way, here's why we do this.
Oh, yeah. Why do we do this, Jim?
Well, we want to entertain you. You are our lovely viewing public. We love you. We love entertaining you. We love making you laugh and making you happy and bringing great musical entertainment to you. However, we got to pay for the platform. This costs something. Believe it or not.
Hey,
it's true. And we also love to make a donation every week to Broadway Cares. They are an incredible organization that takes care of people all over the country, not just New York and not just performers. It's anybody that needs help. Anybody, certainly people in the business that are having financial problems, that are having food, trouble getting meals on the table, trouble paying for medication. They're angels. And so we love making a contribution to them every week. It does my heart good. Ruby, what do you have to say about the topic?
I just have to say thank you so much in advance. Last week we're always amazed by the generosity of our viewers.
Yeah.
But last week was amazing as well. I think so many people were, rallying behind Studio 10 and want to make sure that theater survives. And Broadway Cares is another way to make sure that happens as well. There are so many people in need of help. They are literally angels on earth, but they can't do it by themselves. And, they've been using their funds more than ever this year. So no amount is too small. No amount is too large. And if you send us $1,000, we'll send you a shower curtain.
Ooh, who's luckier than you, ladies and gentlemen?
I don't know.
I know. Don't all jump at once. No, we do appreciate it. We appreciate it so much. And it keeps this going. And God knows we love doing it.
Yes.
Okay. Should we start? I'm going to start. I'm just going to go.
Okay.
Here we go. Okay. There's a theme to tonight's show. And I didn't even know it till I was literally writing the show last night. Each and every one of tonight's performers can do what they do alone. Now, I'm not saying that's the way they want to do it. But they've all become known for creating this beautiful art in the comfort of their own homes, either as songwriters or record and online producers or YouTube stars. And in a year when it's been extremely difficult, if not impossible, to reach live audiences, they've figured out a way to entertain and uplift. And man, we are so grateful for that. So let's start. Marty Thomas and Marissa Rosen are both Broadway and concert performers and also known as the owners of two of the best voices in town. They've worked together for years, but this year they teamed up to do a Christmas album that you're just going to love. Here they are, Marty Thomas and Marissa Rosen.
Ta-da!
Was it a jazz hand? I felt very kind of, oh.
It was questionable,
I don't
but
know.
it was
Shimmer.
it was a rehearsal.
Hi, you guys.
Hi, friend.
How are you?
Good. So happy to see you. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa.
If I were any better, I'd be twins.
Okay.
What did you do on Christmas Day? I need to know everything.
I didn't do anything. We are pandemic warriors. So my partner Jeffrey and I don't go anywhere. We don't do anything. The only person we see is Marissa. And that's kind of what we did. We stayed home and watched all the new movies and ordered
that's
Chinese
good.
like good New Yorkers.
Yeah.
So fun.
What did you do, Marissa?
I was Jewish, so it was just another day. But, I spent it actually with my family, and we did open presents on Christmas Eve. We kind of moved Hanukkah over a little bit. And it was a rainy day, so we kind of just used it as an excuse to relax and rest and catch up on 90 Day Fiancé.
Just another day. I know. It's fun to be able to catch, although I'm kind of sick of catching up on TV shows, I have to tell you. I'm ready for that to be over.
Not me. No, I can do that forever.
Okay, good. Well, don't say that. Okay, let's talk about the award-winning holiday album.
Let's.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do it. How did this project come about? Look how cute is that?
Isn't that adorable, Bundy?
Yes.
Look at that. Who did the artwork?
My friend Jared Bodie, Jared Hogg, we've never really quite figured out what his name is. He has a professional name and a personal name that he flip-flops.
Should we just say both of them?
I don't know. I met him when I was touring through Atlanta several years ago, and he was, we just met by happenstance, and I knew he was a graphic designer, and we started working together, and he's designed everything I've done in the last decade. And we sent him the concept for the album and said we weren't really able to get together to do a photo shoot, but we needed something just that was on brand for positivity and joy and sweetness that said holiday without being too on the nose for Christmas or Hanukkah, but without leaving either out.
That's what you got.
How did the concept of the album come about now, like this year of all years?
Well, I believe we've always wanted to record A, together, and B, just a holiday album separately as well. And if we say that what 2020 has given us is time. And we've never had a time where we're in the same place at the same time for an extended period of time to put the care and the thought into how we wanted to do it. So once we were all happily, COVID tested, and we threw ideas out. Marty has all the ideas, and he sends them to me, and I go, yep, that seems like something I would say. And we chose the songs. We wanted to be inclusive of both of our faiths. So there are Christmas songs, there are Hanukkah songs, there are just overall holiday songs, and we spent all of Halloween recording it, and a few days afterwards, hunkered down in Marty's home studio, and we have this album that we just love and adore. So
2020 presented its own challenges in recording and working, collaborating, and getting anything done, really, because 2020 really doesn't want anyone to accomplish anything as its gig. And it really stood firmly in our way.
And yet,
we
look at
conquered.
all the people we know doing such great things.
It's true. Look at what you're doing right now.
it's beautiful. We're so
I mean,
thankful.
we know so many people that have they've pivoted, they've done whatever they've had to do. It's very, very impressive.
Yeah. So
How did this album get its name?
Well, it started, the project started as a solo album for myself. And I knew that I wanted to record a song that Marissa and I had sung together at Joe's Pub many years ago from the musical Elf. And when she said yes and was excited about it, my mind started rolling and moving forward. And I found this concept and this idea of us getting an award for an album that wasn't released yet. And then I got the idea of our hero Celine Dion presenting us award, which then there you find track one, where we recreated an award show, the World Holiday Music Awards, where we win greatest holiday album ever recorded.
no one else is nominated.
And in preparing for the record, I just kept hearing people say, be the author of your own future and write it. Don't worry about what anybody else says. And I thought, yeah, I'm not just going to write it subconsciously. I'm going to be literal.
It's genius. It's so good. It's so good because I didn't know when I first started hearing about it, I thought they were just talking about your award-winning album. And I thought, oh my God, they won it. They won an award. What award did they win? I don't care.
Printed.
I was just so glad for you.
Thank you. That's sweet. We did. One of the problems we had was iTunes fought us on being able to release the album because they called the album title "Shameless Self-Promotion."
Yeah.
And I was like,
misleading.
yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly what it is.
How dare you not understand that? Okay, now that Christmas is over, you're both such worker bees. What are you planning? Are you planning more projects?
Yeah, we were just listening to a final mix of my next single. I'm working on next year's holiday album. I'm wrapping up 2 albums that I finished during the quarantine. We're working on a musical together with Rochelle Rack and Katie Huffman that we're recording right now.
Oh
we're,
my
we're just
God.
really just laying low, keeping it lazy.
Marissa has a clothing line that she and her sister started, Rosen Rainbow, that they sell a line of tie-dye that has become so
Oh, I've seen
popular.
that. Yes, I've seen it. It's great looking.
It's so fun.
We're just, we're making it happen and making it work. And it's like, if, it doesn't take being outside to be creative, we've found out. So,
That's right.
and
Good
here's our
for
award
you.
that. 2020. Thank
Yeah.
you so
Okay,
much.
what are you gonna sing?
The song that was the precipice of our duo album, the song from Elf, the musical, There Is a Santa Claus.
Perfect. Sing it.
Here we go.
Okay.
Let's do it.
What the? I missed it.
It's okay. Here we go.
I saw a tiny sleigh make its tiny way right across the sky.
Marty.
There wasn't time to think, there wasn't time to blink before it zoomed right by. And everything I thought I knew and everything that you knew too is now untrue because without a doubt there is a Santa Claus.
Marty, there's no such thing as Santa Claus.
What's that?
Oh, my Lanta. I just saw him too, yet my whole life through, he seemed fake to me.
I told you, girl.
Couldn't Santa see? Oh, what a fantasy he appeared to be. And everything I thought is tangled up in one big knot. The world out there has clearly got its flaws. If they can't say there is a Santa Claus.
And Rudolph's nose really glows and guides him through the night.
The beard like snow, the ho ho ho.
I told you I was right.
Does this mean that Easter eggs are hidden by a rabbit? I just thought that I'd been hocus pocused. And does this mean there's any truth to a fairy who might hide your tooth?
Come on, Marissa, let's stay focused.
How do I stay focused in a time
Get in,
like
we're going to
this?
the mall.
It's hard to be sedate
or keep your head on straight when fairy tales come true. Though I can't complain, cause if I'm insane, that means you are too. So why don't we make a pact, a solemn pledge to be exact, that Santa's real, in fact he always was. I know I've had my doubts before, but now there's proof we can't ignore. So why deny it anymore? There is a Santa Claus.
Yay!
Ooh, did we blow out your microphone?
Cutest song ever. You guys,
love it.
what a gorgeous album you've created. Congratulations.
Thanks, brother. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Oh my
This
gosh.
is always a treat, and we're excited to do it together. Yeah.
Can you do an Easter album and come back and see us in the spring? Just
Yeah, we were
every
just saying,
holiday.
we did a song on the album about pet adoption called Puppies Are Forever. And the lyrics are puppies are forever, not just for Christmas, because you should adopt a dog for life, not just for a holiday present to take back to the shelter. We were
Right.
thinking, let's remix it. Puppies are forever, not just for Easter. We'll just keep it going.
Just every holiday.
Could it be bunnies are forever? Bunnies are
bet?
forever?
Oh, we have a lot of work
Just
to do
saying.
before
A
April.
lot of
Jim.
work to do. Let me know.
We'll do it.
We'll do it.
We'll make it happen.
I love you both for joining us. Thank you. Thank you.
Love you, buddy. Thank you.
so much.
Congratulations on the award-winning album.
Thank
Ta-da!
you.
Ah. They're so much fun. You guys got to get the album. Find their album online. You can find it. You know how to do these things. Again, keep the tips a coming. Keep the, we like to make a donation every week to Broadway Cares, Equity Fights AIDS. Thanks to you. Okay. This is a big deal for me. I have loved this guy forever. He's a Broadway and TV star. He's an author. He's a television host. He's a minister. He also wrote one of the greatest songs in pop music history. Here's Clifton Davis.
Well, hello, happy holidays to you, Jim.
How are you, my friend?
I just love Marty and Marissa. That was just a great tune.
It's great, right?
Oh, absolutely. So much fun.
Their album
forgot
is
that song in Elf. I'm so glad they recorded it.
Me too. Did you see Elf on Broadway?
Pardon me?
Did you see Elf on Broadway?
No, I didn't. I didn't see it.
Hilarious. My friend Sebastian Arcellus played Buddy the Elf, and I've never laughed harder in my life. First of all,
I worked with Seabass for 5 seasons on Madam Secretary.
Of course you
Sebastian,
did.
Yeah, I love that guy.
Of course you did. Oh, he's the best. He is the best. Yeah. You should have seen him as Buddy the Elf. That was something to see. And the striped tights, it was good.
Wow.
So tell me about your holiday.
Well, my holiday was pretty much like Marty and Marissa. We were locked down. I did cook. I usually cook holiday meals. So I made a meal of turkey, stuffing, macaroni and cheese, collard greens, and candied yams just for me and my wife. But I shared it with our in-laws, her brother and her mother. And they put on their masks and came by.
Good.
Yeah.
I had macaroni and cheese too with my honey baked ham. So good. Okay, so let's talk. Between sitcoms like That's My Mama and Amen, dramas like Madam Secretary, game shows, award shows, you've racked up so much time on TV. Do you watch TV?
I do, actually.
You do?
To be honest with you, I'm binging The Mandalorian right now.
How is it?
I love it.
Yeah?
It's not real deep, but it sure is fun. Great entertainment.
I hinted at the fact that you wrote one of the greatest songs in pop music. Before we get to that, can you remember the first song that you heard that made you think, I want to write. I can do that. Like, what was that?
You know, I was bold enough to think I could write a song my senior year in high school when we needed a class song.
Yes.
And, my friend was the class president, and I was, noodling on the piano, and I said, why don't we make one up? So we wrote the words and the music for my high school class song. I won't mention the year because that will give my big secret away. But it was a long time ago.
Long ago
and far away.
Was the song a hit?
It was a
Did it do well at the high school?
Oh, my goodness. The entire class loved it. The entire school loved it. It really went over very well. So I didn't think about it for several years till after I was doing Hello, Dolly on Broadway. And I didn't have a piano at the time, so I went down to the pit just to noodle. And while I was down there, I got busted, if you will, by the show pianist named Judd Walden.
Yeah.
And Judd Walden was writing a new musical. And he asked me, he said, what's that song you're playing? I said, I'm just noodling. I'm not really, I used to play in my daddy's Baptist church. So he said, that sounds good. You need to write that stuff down. He said, if that's original, write it down. So that's when I began to start writing.
And that's when it happened.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
And by the way, Judd Walden wrote Rosen, the musical.
Oh. Okay. Hello.
And, I did all the backers auditions to help raise money for that show for 3 solid years.
My God.
It was wonderful.
You have done some things.
Oh, there were little things on the side.
Oh, please.
Those were the adventures.
Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about this little song. One of my all-time favorite pop songs, Never Can Say Goodbye.
Yeah.
First recorded by the Jackson 5.
Yes.
I mean, but you wrote it for the Supremes.
No, I wrote another song for the Supremes.
Oh.
And while I was in the office signing the contract for the deal with the Supremes, the Jackson 5 producer popped his head in the room and they introduced him to me. I said, hold on a minute. I got a song for you. Tin Pan Alley. And
Did
I said,
you
got
ever?
5 minutes, just sit down. He said, go ahead, play it. So I played it. He said, wait a minute. I got a few bars in. He said, slow that down just a little bit. So I did. And it became Never Can Say Goodbye. He said, that's a smash. I want it. So that's how that happened.
Oh my God. Michael was 12 years old or something like that.
Yeah, 11 or 12.
Were you there when it was recorded?
Not the first recording, but Barry Gordy wanted a melody change. So he came to me a couple of weeks later and I made a melody change and I flew out to California and I went into the studio with Michael Jackson and I taught him the melody change and he learned it like that. I mean, it was just an instant. And that's when he did the final wonderful performance and I was there. It was a great experience for my life. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It must have been that kid had magic. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely magical.
Absolutely magic.
And he had magic with him his whole life. He just an amazing human being. I had the privilege of singing Never Can Say Goodbye at his funeral.
Oh,
and
Clifton.
Yeah.
I can't imagine.
Yeah, it was hard.
I bet.
But what a life he lived. What an amazing life he lived.
What an amazing life. And the music that he's left us. Oh my gosh. Thanks to you and people like you. But of course, Gloria Gaynor put her own disco spin on the song a few years later. And that cut really defined that era. And I was around for that. The strings in the intro. Are you kidding?
Oh my goodness!
It's exactly what that era sounds like to me.
Yeah. It was very, very exciting to hear her version, and then to have that be the central theme, as it were, for the disco era.
Yeah.
I think you were very right, Jim. It played a big role in that period of music.
Yep. Well, I mean, then there were hundreds of covers. Everybody, I was laughing out loud. Andy Williams, Smokey Robinson, Gloria Estefan, David Benoit, Frank Ocean, Glee. And then...
I didn't know Glee had done it.
Yeah. You made a couple bucks from Glee, my friend. Then you sang it on a gorgeous solo album with the great B.G. Adair trio. Look at that face.
Recorded that. We just released that album in August. What a great pleasure working with B.G. Adair, a legend, and Monica Ramey, who sings so beautifully and who's a great manager too.
I'll say. And
Roger and Chris, and it was just a great experience for my wife Monica and me, and we still love BG to death. We may do another project.
Oh, but please do.
This project is out now. We're in rotation with 2 or 3 songs on Real Jazz, Sirius XM.
Good.
And we have 5 of our songs in rotation on Seriously Sinatra. So I'm really pleased with, the kind of little success we've had. And the fact, my wife reminded me that when I first met BG, I was a fan from her Christmas album.
Yeah.
And I met her at Birdland. Went to see her. She was performing. We got together afterwards and became friends.
And that's where I met you.
Yes, absolutely.
In BG's audience.
Yes, that was.
It all comes down.
We recorded our album, though.
Yeah. Oh, the album's so good.
Thank you.
So good.
Thank you.
Okay, now I want to ask Reverend Clifton a question.
Yeah.
Now, this is kind of serious. There is so much despair in the world right now. Tell me something that gives you hope.
What gives me hope, I'll tell you, is very easy. The promises of God are true, yea, and amen. They are solid. You can count on them. You can't count on banks. You can't count on money. You can't count on friends. You can't count on family. You can't count on your wife or love or your children, but you can count on God. And I trust him to take care of me. When I gave my life over to him, I was taken care of, and he's provided all my needs since then. So the hope is that God will deliver us, this nation, and each of us who remember him and honor him and love him. God is on your side.
Amen, my friend. How beautiful to hear that.
Yes, sir.
I want you to sing for us.
Well,
show us a little something.
I may be a little hoarse. Let me get a little water here.
Okay. Here, I'll have some too. I have a Coca-Cola here. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Everybody take a swig at home.
This song was inspired by a trip I took to Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. And some years later, after I got back from there, I wrote this song, and BG liked it. And so we did it on our recent album, and it's in rotation on Real Jazz. So
sing it for us.
Here's a song I wrote called Swept Away. I'm swept away by the sweet and tender things you say, and my heart is feeling captured in your spell. Ooh, I hope and pray that you'll welcome all the love I send your way. My mind is reeling like a crazy carousel, swept away on a sea of dreams, suddenly in love, that's what it seems. But the ocean is vast, so deep and wide, I am swept away inside. I'm swept away like a feather floating on the bay by your eyes that shine like starlight when you smile. Swept away on a sea of dreams, I'm in love, that's what it seems. But the ocean is vast, so deep and wide, I am swept away on the tide. I should flee, but I can't see the shore. Heart, beware, dangers in the air, no matter what's in store. My heart wants more. beat you there, ladies and gentlemen. Swept away on a sea of dreams. I'm in love, that's what it seems. But the ocean is vast, so deep and wide. I am swept away inside. Swept away on a sea of dreams. So in love, that's what it seems. But the ocean is vast, so deep and wide. I am swept away inside. Inside.
Oh my gosh, so beautiful.
Oh,
We're getting such great comments. Our friend Todd has already purchased your CD just from this. So that's good.
That's wonderful. Thank you. Thank you so much.
And our friend Jackie Joseph, who you might know from TV and movies and stuff, said, now, if you look behind you or look at the screen right now, it looks like you have a halo because of the light fixture.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Because the lamp in our living room.
So she thought, he does have a halo.
I thought about that, and I said, oh, well, turn it on.
I love it. I love it. Oh, my gosh. Clifton, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Jim. It's a real pleasure being a part of this jam, this pajama jam.
Well, wait till we do it live and in person at Birdland. You have to join us.
I'll be happy to.
It's a blast. It's a blast.
Thank you, sir.
Have a happy holiday and hope to see you soon.
The same to you and all of you. Ciao.
Take care. So nice. So good. I did want to mention, oh, come on. Who would not want this hanging from their tree? This is the Christmas at Birdland glass ornament. This is available on the Pajama Cast Party website. That's right. Thank you, Ruby. You can have that, or you can have the Pajama Cast Party ornament. We have so much crap, honestly. This ornament's actually really cute too. It's metal, but it has glittery stuff in it. I don't know if you can see the oh yeah, you can kind of see the glitterish stuff. It's actually, they're really cute. Very happy with these. Too much? We have so much stuff on that website. There's sweatshirts, t-shirts. Yes, Ruby. Yes, the shower curtain. We have a shower curtain. I don't know if Ruby mentioned it. Sweatshirts, t-shirts, hats, mugs, shot glasses. Yeah. Thank you for going there. And thank you again for Venmoing and PayPaling yourself into a tizzy. Okay. Thanks to his incredible arrangements, technical wizardry, and fabulous tromboning, my next guest has amassed 250,000 YouTube followers. I'm thinking that's pretty good for a trombone player. Watch this. Here he is, Christopher Bill.
Oh, am I on? Sorry, I was just listening. Was this today? I'm sorry. This is my normal December 28th tradition is to listen to the Christmas at Birdland album.
Okay. Well,
I was unprepared.
Can you imagine why I love Christopher Bill? Let me see this suit. Okay. Where do you get these insane suits?
This is actually, you asked. It's actually a sponsor, Shinesty, and they send me their Christmas suits every year, and I happily wear them.
They're fantastic.
Yes, very comfortable as well.
Do they have pants that go with?
Well, I mean they do, but
oh,
show a little calf. Not for 2020.
You are hilarious. Okay, so we met because I saw you on YouTube. And I texted you out of the blue, and I said, I think we need to know each other.
How'd you get my number?
To make that man go away. Okay, so you first went viral when you started looping your playing to Pharrell Williams' Happy, right? Was that the first? That was the first big thing.
That was the first big thing. I had been making videos for years. Nobody really cared. And then that one,
really?
I guess I got good enough to go viral. I don't know. Yeah.
But you've since had was it 45 million viewers?
Oh my gosh. It's, when I don't know the answer to that, we've gotten to a certain point that is kind of unfathomable. And I'm like, yeah, 45 or 50 million. Just what's 5 million? It's like, oh.
What's 5 million here or there?
Something happened. Yeah.
Speaking of that, ladies and germs, if you can subscribe to the Cast Party YouTube network right now. There's something right down there. I don't know what I'm pointing to, actually, but maybe that looks inappropriate. But if you're watching us on YouTube, feel free to subscribe, or subscribe, as the kids say. Okay, so you have a habit of kind of shaking things up musically. Mm-hmm. Just FYI, Christopher did an arrangement of Jingle Bells in a very minor key. It's hilarious. It sounds vaguely Russian.
Yes, it's like a cinematic, almost superhero theme of
maybe
villain.
So what's wrong with you that makes you do these things?
So it's actually, it goes back to the YouTube algorithm change this past year. They've basically promoted people who watch the video longer, right? And so I started doing these videos instead of just like a pop cover. I started doing this pop tune, except it gets funkier as it goes, or it gets more complex as it goes. So people have to watch the whole thing and they can't click off or else they won't see it. And so then, it came Christmas time and I was doing some live streaming and some just kind of spur of the moment stuff. And I said, give me a Christmas song, give me a key, and I'll flip it from major to minor or minor to major. And I was just improvising a bunch of those, and I did a couple, and all of a sudden everybody's like, hey, that's kind of neat. And so then I would take it and kind of run with it.
So stupidly creative. Okay, you have an original pop album called Half Man, Half Machine. How's it doing?
It's great. It's so
I love this
I'm
artwork.
Working on the new one.
You are?
It is. Yes, I'm working on a new one this year. But Half Man, Half Machine. That was a really fun album. Kind of, it was just me and one other writing partner, and we did the whole thing.
Amazing. And do you do this all do you have a home studio?
I have a tiny house / home studio /
yes.
That's it. Here's my office. Yeah.
Your fireplace is beautiful. Very
Thank
cozy.
You.
Yeah.
Yes. Cost me a fortune.
Okay. So you perform, you teach, you do workshops, you do master classes. Something tells me you've been busy during the pandemic.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's a good time to be a virtual performing artist. I've been mostly doing video editing. I'm sure everybody's seen these videos of an orchestra where everybody's performing their part at home and then they're edited together. I have been working literally nonstop since the beginning of the pandemic. I've been editing those for lots of different groups. I did one for the Chicago Symphony, for their civic orchestra, schools and orchestras all over the world. It's been crazy busy.
Oh, I didn't know you did that. That's very impressive.
Yeah, it's.
So did they just send you the footage? They shoot it and send it to you?
Yeah, so I'll have an iPhone video of a piccolo player and then a beautiful setup from a violin, and I just have to make them all kind of look similar. It's a creative pursuit for sure.
I can't imagine. But now, Billy, if you're watching, now we know who to call to do this because we want to do something like that next year.
Oh my gosh, let's do it.
Okay. Except our symphony is very small.
That's even better. That means I can dedicate more time to making it look and sound great.
It's like 3 whole pieces. Okay.
Perfect.
What are you going to do for us?
So one of the tunes that I improvised on one of those live streams, switching from minor to major, was "You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch." And instantly everybody was like, this is hilarious. It's like takes the context out of the song. I like to say it's like if it were sung by one of the Who's in Whoville rather than like,
right.
And it's very Broadway and theater-esque. I thought it would be perfect for tonight.
I can't wait. It's Christopher Bill, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's go. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a cactus. You're as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch. You're a bad banana with a greasy black peel. You're a monster, Mr. Grinch. Your heart's an empty hole. Your brain is full of spiders. You've got garlic in your soul, Mr. Grinch. I wouldn't touch you with a 39.5-foot pole. You're a vile one, Mr. Grinch. You have termites in your smile. You have all the tender sweetness of a seasick crocodile, Mr. Grinch. Given the choice between the two of you, I'd take the seasick croc, the seasick crocodile. You're a foul one, Mr. Grinch. You're a nasty, wasty skunk. Oh, your heart is full of unwashed socks. Your soul is full of gunk, Mr. Grinch. The 3 words that best describe you are as follows, and I quote: stink, stank, stunk. You're a rotter, Mr. Grinch. You're the king of sinful sods. Your heart's a dead tomato splotched with moldy purple spots, Mr. Grinch. Your soul is an appalling dump heap, overflowing with the most disgraceful assortment of deplorable rubbish imaginable, mangled up and tangled up now. You nauseate me, Mr. Grinch, with a nauseous super nice. You're a crooked, jerky, jockey, and you drive a crooked horse, Mr. Grinch. You're a 3-decker sauerkraut and toadstool sandwich with arsenic sauce.
Okay, I have to say, first of all, that was great.
Thank
I
you.
love your singing voice. You are maybe the only person that has commented on themselves during the performance.
Come on, you got to keep it good.
What
Try to
did you
watch
just?
that on the replay. I had it ready to go.
I saw you reach over and I thought, what's he doing? Oh, I see. You are so much fun. You are nonstop entertainment, my friend.
Every year, it's a tradition now. Christmas
It
concert
is.
at Birdland.
No, that first time you came to Birdland in the Christmas suit, I'll never forget it. The people flipped out.
I like to say, if they are too busy looking at you, they won't hear you. So
Please tell me. I understand. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming on
This
and
is
entertaining
such
us.
a good thing. Good job to you and Ruby. This is amazing. I can't.
Will you
believe
come
guys are
back
pulling
on?
this off. I'm here anytime you want.
Okay. What other suits do you have? Maybe we have
Oh.
different holiday situations.
I can make it work. Don't worry.
Maybe a Valentine's suit? I don't know.
Maybe.
Okay, we'll see what we can do. Christopher Bill, thanks so much. Some applause. I love that. I'm going to start commenting on myself. Oh, that Jim, he's such a good host. Ruby.
Oh, Jim.
Okay, so here's the thing. Wasn't that fun, first of all?
That was so much fun. First of all, the suit alone gets at least 10 points.
I know.
And then throw You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch into a major key, and we've got a masterpiece. It was so good.
It's such a sweet song in that, in when it's major like that. It's very sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, here's what I have to say about you. Not only are you a producer of virtual, let's say it, brilliance, between Pajama Cast Party, Virtual Halston, which comes up this coming Friday, with special guest star Susie Mosier. Julie Halston and Susie Mosier shooting the breeze for an hour. This you have to see. That's going to be brilliant. 5:00, and Karen Mason's virtual concert that she does every week. You're busy, but it might surprise people to know that you're also a singer-songwriter.
I am. I know. I like.
Did you know this?
Yeah. I like to keep busy. I do. And I'm also a dog owner, as my dog just makes an appearance behind me. So.
Oh, I like that. Now, I know you've been singing since you're a baby because you have been coming to Cast Party since you were 6. But tell me when you began writing.
So for those who don't know, I grew up in a very musical household. My mom is Victoria Shaw, country music songwriter, producer, publisher, recording artist. And so I was raised around music and songwriting. So I think it was almost just kind of, I learned it through osmosis. That doesn't necessarily mean, you'd create a child who wanted to do it all, but I happened to want to do it all. And I remember I wrote my first song when I was like 5 or 6, and I came home from school. I just wrote a verse and a chorus of something. And I of course, as a 6-year-old, do write what any 6-year-old writes about, which is breaking up with, your boyfriend. So I wrote a breakup song, and I came home that day and I said, "Mom, I wrote a song. Can I sing it for you?" And she said, "Okay." And she always tells this story, so I feel like I can repeat it back. But I sang it for her, and she said, "Is that the Cheetah Girls?" And I said, "No." And she goes, "Is that Hannah Montana?" And I said, "No." And she goes, "You really did write that yourself?" And I said, "Yes." And my mom said, "Then you're brilliant. I'm getting the video camera." So she grabbed
and Reba McEntire recorded that song, ladies and gentlemen.
Wouldn't that be funny? No, so she grabbed her video camera and wanted to record me singing the song. And of course, I changed into like one of my dance costumes. I wanted it to be this big production. But after that, I was really like bit by the bug, and I've always loved songwriting. I got my first professional cut when I was 15. I got my second when I was 17. And I've loved writing. It's one of my just biggest loves in life. And that's kind of how I found it.
Did she give you helpful hints along the way, or did she?
Both.
Or was she just cool about letting you do what you do?
Both of my parents, I feel really thankful because they were pretty hands off when it came to my creative life, whether it was songwriting, singing, dancing, acting. They were my number one fans, and they still are. But they were always very much so, if you're interested in this, go figure it out. If you need help, like if you're ever in trouble, or you need, if you need advice, we'll be there. Right. But you're never going to figure it out unless you just do it for yourself. And I remember my mom always telling me, like, I would ask her why we don't write together when I was younger. And my mom would always say no. And then I remember one day she said to me, "I am not going to write with you because nobody will believe that you had any part in writing this song." Right. Because people are going to look at who I am, and they're going to look at you, and they're going to think, "Oh, it's just a mom, pushing her daughter." And my parents never pushed me. I pushed myself, and I push myself to this day. But I think, of course, there were like pieces of advice that my mom gave me along the way. And I think the biggest one was just to write what I know. And I think that that's what really helps evolve my songwriting, and just constantly helps me evolve and write the most truthful songs that I can.
Well, we're about to play a video This is your song, correct?
So it's not just my song.
Is it you and yeah? Go ahead.
Yeah, so I have a music duo. We're called Late Night Locals, and it's me and one of my best friends, Theo Kandel, who is also an incredible solo artist. He's going to play one of his own songs later. We formed this duo probably about 1.5 years ago. This was our first song. I did write it prior to knowing that we were going to start this music duo, and then as soon as we decided to jump in, I was like, I know what I want our first song to be. And we're working on some new music and probably going to come out with a project in 2021, like a full project, which is really exciting. And I couldn't be more proud of the song and the video. And Theo did such a wonderful job on the production and the instruments, and he's just ridiculously talented.
Well, guess what? He's here.
I know.
Would you introduce him?
Of course. Well, I mean, I feel like I kind of just said a lot, but it's true. He is one of the most talented people I know, and also one of the nicest people I know. I am so thankful to have him in my life as a friend, but also as a colleague and a songwriting partner. I always tell him there's nobody I'd rather write with. Every single time we write together, I just have the best time. And I'm so excited for everybody to meet him on Pajama Cast Party. So, ladies and gentlemen, Theo Kandel.
Hi.
Look how it all happens. Hi, Theo.
Thanks for having me.
Are you kidding? I'm so glad you're here. Now, I want to talk to you one-on-one, but let's hear and see the song. What do we need to know?
Theo, you got anything?
Well, Ruby took a trip to Nashville when it was like last fall, like a year
Yeah, it was
ago,
like last
maybe.
November, yeah.
And then we just banged it out and recorded the whole song. And then when did we do the video for it?
We did the video. So we recorded the song, did the entire like professional production and the video over the span of 3 days. So that's how we created this Christmas song.
Yeah.
Our inspiration was we wanted something cozy. We wanted not so much a Christmas song, but a holiday song that everybody could just enjoy. And, you know, most holiday songs are written by Jews anyways, and you've got me and Theo here to supply. So
all of us, thank you. Let's see this. Let's see it.
Okay.
I don't need lights, the tinsel or tree. I don't need stockings, I don't need a fire, I don't need New Year's Eve. And Santa can fly right in on his sleigh. Tell me I found the perfect gift and I turn him away. And the days will pass and the seasons will change, but my love is here to stay. On this Christmas night, I've got you around me tight. Yes, my love is here to stay. And that's a happy holiday.
I don't need the starfall, don't even care about the snow. I don't need magical things because, darling, you're my home. Carolers at the window, singing joy to the world. And we'll watch from these tangled up sheets You mean everything to me. And the days will pass, and the seasons will change, but my love is here to stay. On this Christmas night, I've got you around me tight. Yes, my love is here to stay. And that's a happy holiday. The winter can bring us the cold, but our love will keep us warm. I don't need a list filled with millions of things, 'cause I finally found the other half of me. How'd I get so lucky? How did I find you? Didn't think that I would ever deserve someone who loves me like you do. And on our first December, raise a glass to many more. 'Cause I finally found the one that Christmas is for. Yes, I finally found the one that I saved Christmas for.
I'm so proud of us, Theo. You did such a good job with that production. Can I just give him like props one more time? I mean,
it's so beautiful.
I got to bring out
the beautiful
the violin for that, which made my mom very happy. You know, so
that's you on the violin.
The little dramatic
and the guitar.
Yeah, and the guitar and the. I think we got one of my roommates to play the upright bass on that, and
yep.
It all came together.
It's a gorgeous song. The production is delightful. The two of you look like damn movie stars. It's so great. I was texting with Jane Monheit, our great friend, who's a genius jazz singer, and she was like, "This is so dreamy." She was weeping. It's so good. It's just so good. And your mother, of course, was. Yes. Your mother was quelling. Victoria was quelling.
Yes, thank you everybody for your nice comments. Christopher, thank you so much. I do just want to say, because I'm so bad at plugging our stuff sometimes, you guys can follow us on Instagram at Late Night Locals. That's where we're going to be updating you guys on what's to come. Like I said, 2021 is the year that we're putting out a full project. So very exciting. And you can also find the music video for A Happy Holiday on YouTube. You can buy the song on iTunes, listen on Spotify, Apple Music, basically anywhere you get your music. So,
well, I'm exhausted just hearing all that.
I know.
It's so good. And Theo, okay, now Theo, we have to talk. We met when you came to Cast Party in Nashville when we did the Franklin Theater. That's when we met, right?
Amazing. Oh, nice. There's a little picture. Yeah.
Look, that's you right there.
Yeah, and a beautiful theater that I had obviously passed by before and never thought that year I would have performed in it. So thank you for that.
It's a magnificent theater. I just love it. So you've spent a few months releasing the first. Now this was very confusing at first. The first 3 volumes of your new recording project. It's called Love and Other Complaints.
Yes. So that is now unfortunately over, as decided by me a couple weeks ago. I wanted to figure out a way to put out the different styles of music that I make in some kind of a way that would make sense, or a little more sense than putting out an album that had like like folk and pop and all this stuff smashed together. So this was actually the title, it was Love, Irreverence, and Other Complaints was the title of my English thesis at Vanderbilt, which is where I went. And so that was, I liked the title anyway, so I figured I would take that. And I realized that the music that I was making was ended up being in different production styles grouped in twos, and that was kind of a subconscious thing that I had been doing. So I figured, why not just put out a bunch of different volumes of different production styles. Hopefully the common thread is just that I wrote the songs, and that comes through. But so it ranges. The first one was kind of more experimental electronic folk blend, and then the second one was pretty steady folk, and then the last one was a little more indie rock, indie pop kind of. And then I just put out another song, a single called How Could Anybody, and I put that out earlier this month.
Okay, so you went to Vanderbilt, but you were also part of their big a cappella group there, the Melodors.
Yep, which
I love that name.
Yeah, so the Melodors won the Sing Off on NBC the year before I got to Vanderbilt. So
yes,
as far as I was concerned, I was just reaping the rewards of not having done anything. But that next year, my freshman year, we got to perform for President Obama in the White House. We went on a world tour, and over the course of my time in the group, we've gone on a bunch of different tours. We've gotten to do all sorts of things, from fashion shows to Christmas tree lighting ceremonies, and travel around the world, which is a great experience.
Yeah. Now, are you also arranging for them, or like how are you involved?
So I was my sophomore year, I was the vice president, and my junior year, I was president. And so that was more of the logistical side of things, I guess. We had like musical directors that, as you go through the group, you get better, and then they are elected, and that's a whole process too. And now, I guess I'm 2 years out now, but it's been interesting to see how they deal with COVID and not being able to be together, and college in this time, but they'll survive.
They will. Now, how do you classify your music? You do so many different things. It's pretty much folk-ish, right?
Yeah, the way I like to think about it these days, I think I've kind of started to hone in on a sound that feels very like right and true. I like to think of it as kind of as folk songs that are produced like pop songs.
Right.
Or they can be produced in a bunch of different ways, because it always starts off with just me and my guitar, and that's how the writing process goes, and then the production is up in the air. But I would say,
I always feel that there's a little James Taylor and a little Simon and Garfunkel and a little bit of those things in there, but then with this kind of sheen of really modern vocals.
Yeah, I've started to describe myself to people, or my ambitions, as the next Paul Simon, but taller. And not by much, honestly, but by enough. We're both from New York, so
you could have that in parentheses, by enough
to make it count.
Yes, exactly.
At least on my dating profile,
Nice. Yeah, that's nice. What are you going to do for us?
So I'm going to play a song that was in Love and Other Complaints Volume 3 called Around the Bend.
Yes.
And I wrote this, I wrote it earlier this year. I think it might have been before quarantine, but it was just a song about the frustrations of being an artist and trying to make it. And it's a song to myself. And in that way, it is pretty self-deprecating. But it's also uplifting in a way, I think. So this one's called Around the Bend. We'll all
I'll make you a promise, I'll be brutal, I'll be honest. The song isn't creative cause you mentioned Dylan Thomas. Why waste words just saying shit that you don't even mean? So you say that you're a poet and your lyrics really show it. You recorded in your bedroom cause you didn't want to blow it. So don't pay attention to the audio quality. You can make excuses, but you still gotta try. So keep your eyes on the prize. It's just a matter of when. But even when you can't fall asleep thinking about the other people who are making it cause you're not them, well, you can look for a sign for someone to send. But even when your luck's run out for the last damn time and it feels like the deadest end, it's just around the bend. It's just around the bend. It's just around the bend. Well, it's just you and your guitar, you don't need anyone so far, and you play the same old songs about a girl that broke your heart, and tell yourself that everybody wants a sad boy flavor. So you book a couple shows and you ask your friends to go, and maybe people come, but they're all people that you know. You can't help but wonder if they're only doing you a favor. You can make excuses, but you still gotta try. So keep your eyes on the prize. It's just a matter of when. But even when you can't fall asleep thinking about the other people who are making it cause you're not them, well, you can look for a sign for someone to send. But even when your luck's run out for the last damn time and it feels like the deadest end, it's just around the bend. It's just around the bend. So keep your eyes on the prize. It's just a matter of when. But even when you can't fall asleep thinking about the other people who are making it cause you're not them, well, you can look for a sign for someone to send. But even when your luck's run out for the last damn time and it feels like the deadest end, it's just around the bend. It's just around the bend. It's just around the bend. It's just around the bend.
Theo, you sound amazing.
Thank you. Was that uplifting?
That song is great. I feel
can't
so
tell if
much
it's
better.
bad or not.
I feel so much better about myself.
Oh, good.
No, you sound great. Thank you for joining us. And you have to be a regular. We need regulars on this show.
Yeah,
that's what I think.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. No, where are you right now? You're not in Nashville. You're in.
No, I'm up in
Connecticut.
My parents have a house in Connecticut. Yeah, so I'm up here in this little, like in the basement. There was a little storage area. So I asked them to put up like plywood walls, and so then I just like, put all this stuff on the wall, and now it's my little room.
I love it. It looks great. Well, thank you so much. And you guys find Theo Kandel on all the places you can find good music, and we'll be following you.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks, my friend. Thanks, Theo.
Bye.
That was good. Oh wait, I changed. I put this on because, I thought you might want to see this. And look, it does this. Does that look good on me? Do I look good? I like throwing gang signs. I'm an Upper West Sider. Ruby.
Oh, Jim, please don't throw gang signs.
I will throw what I want to throw.
No. Okay.
I think tonight was a big smashing success. I liked every single person that performed.
I completely agree. You know what? We have fun every single week.
Yeah,
but
I mean yeah, this was fun though. This was kind of low key and kind of chill.
This was low key, chill, and what a great way to just like say goodbye to 2020.
Yeah.
Ring in the new year. Oh, I don't think I should do that again. Ring in the new year.
I mean, what are you guys doing on New Year's Eve other than watching the best of Pajama Cast Party and the best of Radio Free Birdland over on yes, thank you, over on events.broadwayworld.com. That's where you can find those programs. Would love to have you watch. And geez, my phone has just been telling me all you cool people that are tipping and sending us wonderful little presents so that we can keep this afloat and make a nice donation to Broadway Cares, which means the world to us. And so thank you. Yeah. Are you clapping?
I am clapping.
That was the quietest clap.
Well, I'm trying to clap quietly because if I go like this, it distorts the sound, Jim. So
that's what it sounds like when you do a matinee on Broadway. I've only done one Broadway show, but the star of that show told us, she said, now get ready on matinee days. You're going to have to be like, what just happened in between songs? Because it's the ladies, the little ladies, the matinee ladies clapping in their gloves.
Well, I was just doing it not because I'm a gloved little lady, but because I'm a technical producer and I understand not to.
So this is bad?
That's bad, Jim.
That's bad. Okay. Hey, bad. Wait, we need to see what Squigs did. Let's, has he sent you anything?
I just got it. Are you ready?
Ooh. Okay, wait, I have to put my glasses
on. There you go.
I know. Hold on. Well, should it be these glasses or? Okay, it's my screen glasses. Okay,
ready?
Here we go. Oh, God. Oh, man.
It's so good.
It's so good. I mean, I want to like pick the good ones out, but then I see another good one and I think, well, they're all good.
Every week
they're all so brilliant. Justin Squigs Robertson put his website up on the thing. I don't know how you do it. There's not a lot of lines in each one of those, and you find the people in just a few lines.
I mean, could you imagine, Jim, if we were left to do that?
It would be. That's what we should do some night.
A stick figure. I feel like I would offend people, though, Jim. I feel like that's really bad. I know.
How dare you?
Or they'd be like, "That's not my nose," and I'm like, "Look, I drew a line. That's everybody's nose on a stick figure."
Listen, I have experience working with people who are not amused by their caricatures, and you want to go. You know, that's what caricatures do. If you have a big nose, they make it bigger. If you have funny eyes, they make them funnier. You just can't tell people that.
Maybe, okay, so then maybe instead of us going in blindly, we have Squigs on to give us an art lesson one week and see if we can draw each other. We can't offend each other.
Okay. I've seen enough Squigs of me, so I would know I know to make my eyebrows like Lipsinka. I know what he does. I know what he does.
Or maybe Squigs can host and you can draw. I mean...
That would probably be the final Pajama Cast Party. Okay, next week. Can we talk about next week? It's going to be so good. This show is going to be killer. Zach Pizer, who starred in Dear Evan Hansen on Broadway and Wicked. Ben Hale, a brilliant guitarist and singer from Nashville. Eileen Graff, one of my favorite Broadway TV stage goddess singers. And the aforementioned Therese Curatolo, who modeled the Pajama Cast Party pajamas. There she is. She sings her head off. They all do. It's going to be a great, great show this coming Monday. Man, we hope you have a good New Year's Eve. Please stay safe. Please wear the mask. Just take care of everybody. Take care of all of us. And thank you, Ruby. Am I looking the right way?
Yes,
you,
I
Ruby.
Thank you.
Thanks for a great season of Pajama Cast Party. And we start up again next Monday. We hope we see you there. Thank you for the Venmos and the PayPals and all of your generosity, and for watching us week after week. We love you and we appreciate it. Good night. Thanks for watching Pajama Cast Party. To follow us on YouTube, just hit subscribe. Click on that little bell and we'll keep you updated on future shows. You can also follow us on Instagram at Jim Caruso's Cast Party. The end.